Alright, this is our Carpool movie review again, but we couldn't meet in a car because it was snowing.
Too dangerous. Gotta be safe.
Yeah, too dangerous. This is
Safe.
Andy.
But
Talking over FaceTime.
yeah.
Trying to talk about the movie Django this time, our second Quentin Tarantino movie of the film list.
So good.
Right?
So good.
Great
I
director.
enjoyed it.
Okay, so before we start, like I said, that you would give a lower rating to Inglorious Bastards when you see this film. So would you rate this higher over Inglorious Bastards? I remember we gave like an A minus or something,
I gave it a, I
and
think
I gave it
something like that.
and I gave it B plus
Yeah.
or an A minus, somewhere in between. Yeah. So I personally like this movie better than Inglorious Bastards because it was
Dang, this is
I
hard.
think it was a lot. It was fun. It was a lot more fun for me to watch. And the storyline was very linear,
Right.
and compared to Inglourious Basterds, so I really like that part. But of course, Tarantino's style of directing and film producing is very vibrant. You know, all his films have similar color in it, um, and it's good. It's good. The way he depicts violence is I think well done.
And it actually kind of it allows the audience to really engage in the movie and like just get hooked into it. The hook is really there, and I really enjoy that. But for me, oh wow, they're both good movies. But I think
we don't have to spend too much time.
Yeah, but
personally,
I'll just say Django because I just recently watched it. I just really enjoyed it. But
it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the main protagonist Django, played by Jamie Foxx. How'd you see him? I thought it was great, but
yeah, I only see Jamie Foxx as a musician. I always get astounded whenever he acts. Like, I think one film that I saw recently, like just for fun, when I watched Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, when Jamie Foxx was in it.
He was Electro dude.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah. I still get shocked. Yeah, I still get shocked that he acts and he's an actor, because he's so good. Like, he's like a natural actor.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think overall
his character is. Yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the overall flow and like fluidity of the movie was there.
Yeah.
And you know how we talked about in the last movie, the Midnight Express, like how we couldn't really connect to the main character.
Exactly.
And like be sympathetic. But for this movie, like the sympathy was there for Django.
Yeah.
And that we wanted him to win and wanted him to like get his wife
save
back.
His girl, right?
Yeah, and like have this happy ending forever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it was really good for me,
Yeah, Jamie Foxx was very good. But I feel like although he is the main protagonist, I think, of the movie, the person that leads everything out is Christopher Waltz.
Oh, of course,
Again from Inglourious Basterds, this guy is an incredible actor.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah, he grabs all the scenes that he's in. It almost makes Jamie Foxx a supporting character. And Jamie Foxx, Christopher Waltz acts like, I think we could use the archetype of the master and the apprentice kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the beginning, like, you know how Christopher Waltz was kind of training him, quote unquote.
Right, kind of teaching the ways of
of the bounty hunter. And we see Christopher Waltz, Hans in Inglourious Basterds as this really clever bad guy to this guy who is very sympathetic, but also still really smart.
Right.
Just switch up like that. I think it's great how he does that, and the reason why Tarantino loves to have him in a lot of his movies. I thought he was in the Hateful Eight too. I'm watching Hateful Eight right now again, but the guy that I thought it was him is not him. Now that I rewatch it, that's kind of disappointing. Anyways, I got sidetracked.
No, you good. You good.
I'm watching. Tarantino is a director of the Hateful Eight too, so that's why I'm watching it again. After watching Django, I was gonna say, Christopher Waltz, great, all throughout the movie. Acting was
such
great.
an ingenious character, and like every role he plays it fits them so well, and like
Hmm.
it gives the movie the direction to go to, and like I don't know, I just can't really describe it, but that he's an
Yeah,
excellent actor. Like I don't know how well.
but I feel like he wore the right clothes for this movie. Like
What do
if
you
it
mean?
per se he, I mean Tarantino wouldn't have, but if Tarantino would have Christopher Waltz play a slave owner,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like that wouldn't fit his character. I mean, he might be able to melt into it, but um, I don't. I think the character that Christopher Waltz played for this movie was perfect for him. You know, compared to any other roles in the movie that he could have done.
I actually agree with that for a second. I was
Like,
kind of
imagine if
yeah.
Christopher Waltz played DiCaprio's role. Like, maybe because DiCaprio just kill the character, like kill the acting, but I could not picture him playing that role.
So yeah, so I was trying to picture Christopher Waltz playing the slave owner, and I was like, because he's a great actor, he could have maybe, but when I
Yeah,
was
he could
yeah,
have melted
but
it,
I
but
was thinking like because he's such like a really genius and like really like smart actor in the
yeah,
film,
yeah,
like
it wouldn't fit him to play a southern,
yeah, slave owner
like
who kind of gets tricked.
not
Yeah,
well educated,
yeah,
like a southern slave owning character who's
right.
very ignorant, um, and very self-centered. I mean,
Yeah,
self-centered is part of his thing, but to
yeah,
be that much self-centered, I don't think that would have
yeah.
fit very
That's
well.
what I was thinking. Yeah, but
Yeah.
um,
Um. The one other actor we gotta talk about is Leonardo DiCaprio.
mm, we talked
He,
about that
he,
in Glorious Bastard, right? I
yeah.
forgot what Dr. Hammer mentioned, but
Yeah.
well, yeah,
He is so good at acting. Like,
yeah. I
I
don't.
can't. I don't think anybody can emphasize that enough. Like, he is so good.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. For
I
me,
think there's an
yeah.
interview that DiCaprio. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you good.
There's an interview that DiCaprio did. Said that he played it so well, but he had to hate himself for playing that role so well
Mm,
because that character was so bad.
right. I
Like
feel
this
that.
whole movie, yeah, this whole movie is so sensitive.
No, yeah. Honestly, because it was my first time watching it.
Oh yeah,
When the movie kind of started and they started saying all these vulgar terms,
yeah, yeah,
like I,
very offensive, very
yeah,
strong.
I was wondering like if that was really necessary to do
I feel
those,
like
but
he wanted to point that out, that
right,
that's actually realistic. You know, to use the hard shaped dialogues in there.
yeah, and
Um,
because it was before Civil War when the slavery was very apparent and very
yeah,
like I guess
very
accepted.
common.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I just gotta get through this and just enjoy the
yeah,
film as
yeah,
it is, and
yeah.
very yeah, it was very like like we know it's not true, but in a way it could have been true, as in like
I felt very realistic.
yeah,
Like, I don't know
exactly,
for
yeah,
a fact. No one knows for a fact that if that was
yeah,
real.
exactly, yeah,
Maybe some historians do. But for a common person, they don't wouldn't know for a fact that if that is exactly how they talked in the way back. But Tarantino made it seem like that was so real and vivid. Like the whole movie seems so vivid to me.
yeah,
Um,
and it was like a
very
very
well played.
yeah very
Did you catch Jonah Hill playing one of
yeah the
the
KKK
clan members?
members.
Yeah,
No, for a second,
yeah,
honestly,
it was just funny.
yeah, I just because but like even though this was a really serious movie with the humor
Jonah
aspect
Hill
in the movie,
playing a
like
southern white dude.
yeah,
It was,
it was
yeah,
actually so funny. Like I'm actually glad that
yeah.
they put it in. But do you know? Wait,
That little
I
cameo.
forgot why they were there. Do you know what happened when the KKK members were?
So so the oh yeah, first Django uh Dr. Schultz, Christopher Waltz's
Yeah.
character was trying to hunt down these three brothers, and Django knew their faces.
Mm-hmm.
And the plantation, when Django shot the brothers, that plantation was owned by a different white slave owner, a plantation owner, and they were there like talking to him about catching
Yeah. Oh,
those
okay.
brothers, and I guess the plantation owner took that offensive that a black dude came in on a horse, shot a bunch of guys,
Right.
so they tried to blow up his carriage um, at
Right.
night.
But
But
and
of
they
course,
left it behind. Okay, I remember now.
they
Okay.
left it behind. Yeah, with dynamites in it.
Yeah. That was actually
Yeah,
so
they
funny.
blew up.
Like my wife made all these by hand, and like
Yeah.
y'all aren't even appreciating what she done.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
that whole scene was so funny.
yeah.
Yeah, that was very true. Like y'all don't appreciate shit.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Honestly,
That was funny.
I really appreciate this movie being humorous, serious, and
Yeah, it has
very informative.
really good mix
Yeah.
of all the good elements in a movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it flowed really well. The plot line was linear, unlike a lot of the Tarantino films.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh yeah, remember Tarantino movie? It had like a chapters, right?
yeah.
And he said
this
that was like
chapters, yeah.
his signature.
Yeah.
That he did, but he didn't do it this movie. But I was kind of looking for that chapter thing, but
Oh yeah. He did that for
just Inglourious
not
Basterds.
all of the films.
Okay.
Inglourious Basterds. He did that for Hateful Eight. He did it for Pulp Fiction. Um,
Gotcha.
I forgot if he did it for Reservoir Dogs. I don't think he did. Maybe I don't remember, to be honest. I saw that a long time ago.
But other than that, it was good. I give this an A as well.
Yeah,
I'll watch it again.
I'll give it an A.
Yeah, and honestly,
Yeah.
highly recommend this to friends. Hopefully, they won't get
Yeah.
offended. But
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
You can't show this to any sensitive people,
yeah,
like sensitive language-wise and visual-wise, because it has both in there.
I think
did
if you
you
get
catch-
what
Did you catch Quentin Tarantino in the movie?
I didn't. No.
Tarantino played a role in the end, when Jamie Foxx was sold to the mining company,
Yeah.
and there were a couple of guys that were taking him and a couple other black people in the cell.
Mhm. Oh, that
And
was
Jamie
him.
Foxx like bribed him.
Yeah.
And Jamie Foxx was like, "Hey, white boy." And the
That-
white boy that I referred to was Quentin Tarantino, the one with the Australian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know what he looked like, so I didn't really catch
okay,
that. Yeah.
That was Quentin Tarantino. Yeah.
It's
That was
like,
Quentin
yeah.
Tarantino.
Damn. What the?
It was so awkward though. Like his acting is not bad. It's good, but the accent just threw me off. I was like,
Right. It's not funny.
The accent.
But yeah, honestly.
Any flaws that I could think of in this movie? Oh, the one thing that we wanted to talk about, I remember, is that I don't know if this exactly fits the archetype of the boogeyman.
Oh yeah, it's.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a journey or like a damsel in distress type of movie. I know they didn't focus a whole lot on the wife.
But the overall plot of the movie is about saving his wife.
it's about saving her.
Yeah.
It could be there's that and there's redemption.
The redemption is a good one.
Bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, redemption's another one. Taking revenge is another one. Yeah, but I exactly now. I guess there's a reason why the group picked this movie as the boogeyman, and seeing that now I'm a little confused what the boogeyman archetype is.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be like Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
Jason from Friday the 13th, or
Right.
or like It, Pennywise from It. I thought it was supposed to be something like that, but I don't know if this movie fits.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused, but honestly, Damsel in Distress, I think might be the best archetype for this.
Yeah.
But we can argue about that. So
yeah,
class.
we could.
So.
But that's what I thought of the movie.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Oh, of course. But,
yeah.
I think that's
very
it.
graphic,
Yeah.
of course, but
I think that's it, right? That's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah. All right, tune in next time.
Tune in next time for what's our next one? World War Z.
Oh my god, I remember watching that movie a while ago with Brad Pitt, I think, right?
Yeah, with Brad Pitt. I heard that was the second one coming out in a few years.
Oh.
We'll see.
Yeah, I can watch it, but yeah, next time.
Next time maybe we'll film in a car next time.
Yeah, we will.
For sure.
All right, peace.